Listen to how quiet it is. No wind. Good morning. It's day 35. I've been up about an hour, let the dogs out, and when I let the dogs out, it was peaceful. No wind today. I feel like we've had wind for the last 2 weeks. It's probably only been a week, but it just every single day was wind. 20 degrees out. Feels like 20. I don't know what my Garmin was saying. It said it was 27. I need to go look into that. Yesterday, I opted for 2 walks because I had a muscle pull that I was feeling in the midsection of my back. Later in the day, that was feeling better, but then I pulled something in my abdomen, which just lasted a few minutes, but I was really careful because I pulled a muscle in there before, and it took a very long time to heal, and it was extremely painful. Last night, after I decided to clean up the driveway a little bit, I noticed that one in my back was bad. It was pretty bad. If I stand up and talked, it was just like taking my breath away. Slept on a new pillow last night. Not the down one that I bought. That's going back. That was horrible. I got this one that your head sits into and it contours. Woke up with some pretty good soreness in my upper back, but different than the pain from the down pillow and different than pretty much my every night pain in a way. It just kind of felt like I was using the muscles, which means I feel like maybe this pillow's headed in the right direction. It says it takes a couple weeks. I'm hoping that this makes a difference. We'll see. Anyways, we're about to go walk them. Typically, I do the bike today. We're not going to because of that muscle pull. I'm going to try to rest it as much as I can today. One of the goals that I've spoken about for 75 Hard is to pay attention to these things, not make them worse. So I get into this funk where it starts with me stopping exercise to let it heal, and then the food comes in. We're just gonna walk. Hopefully walking doesn't irritate it. One thing yesterday that was nice about walking is I didn't get that, it's interesting, that pull is in that area, but I didn't get that fatigued feeling that I get. That's been going on for a long time, and I remember it distinctly. What I think might have been my last race was Wallace Sands, not last year, the year before. And I just end up hunching over. It gets so uncomfortable. That didn't happen until like pretty much when I was done with the walk, which is good. Hopefully it's signs that things are heading in the right direction. Yeah. Which also, I was supposed to get an MRI in the left shoulder, which I'm probably going to put off. I'm going to put the scheduling date out just a little bit so laying in the machine doesn't irritate whatever's going on here in my back. A lot to think about, a lot going on. We're just going to get the walks done. Read early this morning. Dad's here, and then I've got a paper to finish. Pretty much average day. Nothing exciting going on here. Pretty average, boring day. Starting our walk. I waited till 6 because I wanted there to be a little bit more light. I didn't want to deal with the reflective vest and the lamp, the headlamp. The dogs got their reflective on though. We're going to hit the hills, probably walk the third one out before it gets too late, and then we'll finish up as usual. It is so nice out. Hopefully the road's not too icy. It's so nice right now compared to what I've been walking in. Kind of glad I waited to walk right now. I'm not going to show it up close, but 99% positive that's coyote poop. Come on, guys, let's go. Come on. I was walking, I'm like, someone let their dog go in the middle of the road and didn't clean it up. Looked at it a little closer. Nope. That was a wild animal. I don't know if you can hear it because I have the AirPods for sound. This is what I missed. You can hear an owl in the background. It is so quiet. There it is. I'm not crunching when I walk. I'm thinking about what progress looks like. Sometimes it doesn't feel like progress. For example, I've lost 15 pounds. It doesn't necessarily feel like 15 pounds. Like I feel a difference. I can wear clothes I couldn't wear. But because those clothes didn't fit because I'd gained weight, fitting into them doesn't feel like a huge accomplishment because I'm just getting that extra weight off. I don't know if that makes sense. There's times when I'm doing this thinking about the boredom. Now, I read about this in one of the books. Now, I can't remember now if it was Let Them or Atomic Habits, but you will get bored. You'll get bored with the routine, but you have to push through that. And I'm thinking way too far ahead, thinking, when am I going to get bored? There's times now where you're like, oh, I still have another 45 minutes of walking right now. I just keep trying to think about my goals. I have my goals for the year on my board. Well, I have races out on my board. They're my goals. I haven't vocalized them just because of injuries with my shoulders. Once I know what's going on with my shoulders, then I'm going to set my goals. It is so nice out today. Just starting walk 2. Wild animal encounters since we've lived here. We've only lived here about 18 years. When we first moved here, we saw a moose. I think we've seen a moose twice, maybe 3 times. We've seen bear. We've heard about a lot of bear right here in the neighborhood. They don't typically come into our yard, I'm guessing, because of the dogs. They can smell them. Fox, of course, skunks, possums, or opossums. We've seen plenty. We haven't seen a coyote even in the yard or in our videos. We've seen a bear come through on the videos. Might see him walking down the road or crossing up here at the main road, but not too much in our yard, which is good. You guys done? We did have a bald eagle one day, and we just happened, me and the neighbors, we all happened to be outside. By the time I came out with my camera, it took off. I got a couple photos. That was pretty exciting to get the bald eagle. Deer, obviously. Turkeys. Some years you get tons of turkeys. Some years you might get a random or none. There's tons of wildlife out here. The bald eagle was probably the most exciting. That was cool. Scared the crap out of me. Just all of a sudden, this big shadow came over me. I was out with the dogs. John was there. The neighbor saw it because it came down the road. That was cool. I've been obsessed with them since. Turtles. Turtles come up and lay eggs in the yard. Snappers. Big old snappers. Box turtles. Beavers. We don't see the beavers that often. Only see one here or there. Loons on the pond. That's pretty cool. There she is. Today's work has been so boring and monotonous that Axel is protesting. He knows I'm turning around. He's tired of it. He's bored. We got about 18 minutes left. Gonna go back, hit the hill halfway up and down for a couple minutes and then go home. Okay, buddy? You getting bored? Maggie's not. Okay, I'm gonna try to show Maggie nudging me for a treat. You stop. Anybody who knows me knows I've never considered myself a reader. I'm 50 pages in to let them. I should only be 20 pages in according to the challenge. I'm becoming a reader. That's pretty crazy to think. Wrapping up day 35. Started off the morning with 2 45-minute walks. The second walk got a little hard. It got a little monotonous. We just kept going up and down the road. I like to walk the dogs off leash so I don't go too far. I keep them in an area where I know it's safe to do that. And it got old. Even the dog was getting tired of it. Killed my water intake today. That went smooth. Dad was here this morning. Then I had a paper to get done. So pretty uneventful day other than the walk. Didn't eat too much. Stayed on my calories. Leftovers for dinner from last night. Overall, this is probably one of my best managed days for 75 hard. Got that selfie done so that doesn't throw me off. So we're going to mark off day 35. Almost halfway there.